The origin of the race wars, Black Clover theory. This theory is a follow-up to the theory I made 2 years ago. Given the current circumstances, and all the information we have received lately, I thought it was time to update it. The links to the old video will of course be in the descriptions section. This video will be loaded with a lot of spoilers, so those who haven't caught up, please do. You have been warned. The world of Black Clover is divided into 4 major kingdoms, all of which are part of a massive continent. There is neutral land separating these 4 kingdoms, and there might be other minor kingdoms, as we have been introduced to other races, and the concept of outsiders like Yami. The 4 major kingdoms are, the Clover Kingdom, the Heart Kingdom, the Spade Kingdom and the Diamond Kingdom. Of these 4, we have information regarding the ancient history of 2 of these kingdoms, which are the Clover Kingdom and most recently the Heart Kingdom. The information revealed on the ancient history of the Heart Kingdom pertains to 1,200 years before the current era. This is in essence 700 years earlier than the earliest reference on the ancient history of the Clover Kingdom, which is 500 years before the current era. With that established, in an attempt to gather information regarding the overall history of these kingdoms, one would have to use the Heart Kingdom's ancient history as reference, since it is the oldest. With all of that out of the way, we get into the theory proper. So prepare to be amazed. The theory goes as follows. Greater than 600 years ago, the devils successfully manifested in the world of the humans, thanks to a human who was able to successfully summon the Qliphoth tree by using the power of 2 mages, a world tree magic user as well as a dark magic user. The combination of dark magic and world tree magic led to a portal being opened up, that linked the devil realm to the world of humans. The resultant, an influx of devils into the human realm, leading to a mass extinction of not only humans but other races as well. This was also confirmed by the Heart Queen in chapter 252, as she stated that if the Qliphoth tree was successfully summoned, 90% of the people of this continent will die. This was an ambiguous statement since there are more than one race. So my interpretation was that 90% of all races will perish. That was all the information we got regarding the ancient history of the Heart Kingdom. But with the presence of humans and other races later, it could be assumed that the devils were ultimately defeated, and sent back to their realm, but for one. Now to the Clover Kingdom's side of things. Their ancient history begins around 500 years ago. Then, there was increasing distrust between the elves and humans, and this distrust was part of a propaganda campaign launched by Zargarid, a devil. No information is given to us on how and why he was able to survive all this while, but the striking thing about this devil was that he was void of a body. Lucifero did state that Zargarid left the devil realm 500 years ago. This would imply he was defeated and sent back to the devil realm but left this realm 500 years ago. The only known way for a devil to be summoned in the world of humans is via a summoning ritual. This therefore means, someone summoned Zargarid 500 years ago, but who? Then to the elf leader Licht, whose sword was confirmed to be named Demon Dweller Sword by Raya, in Black Clover chapter 156. This therefore means that all his swords had names 500 years ago. Why would his swords be named after demon destruction? Could he have destroyed devils in the past? Then the existence of the magic stones, who created them? We also have the way of Sephira, who created it. The existence of all of these had me believe all these artifacts existed in the past that is greater than 500 years ago, or to be more precise, around 1,200 years ago. The Qliphoth tree can only be accessed by the study of the Tree of Life, which in turn, can be gotten via the way of Sephira, which needs the magic stones, to power it. As shown, all of these are related in one way or another, therefore all these links led me to a single conclusion: there must have been a race war when the devils got to the human realm. The races, elves, humans, witches and dwarves, were all attacked by the devils. In an attempt to stop their common foe, these races united and their combined forces were able to defeat the devils. Now we do know the devils have a physical form, as displayed by Zargarid, who got his body in the Shadow Palace. Why the Shadow Palace, a place stated to be on the boundaries of life and death? I believe this is because the devils' physical bodies were destroyed by Licht, the leader of the elves, and as a result, the only way to access their bodies was the Shadow Palace. We also know that the devils can only fully incarnate when they have a physical body, as well as a grimoire. This would mean it would be impossible for Lucifero, Megicula or Xena's devil to fully incarnate in the current time, unless these devils have discovered another way. Evidence of a race war would have to do with a couple of hints Tabata left behind. They might not be conclusive, but they are clues nonetheless. Lyra knew of human-dwarf hybrids. This could be because she fought alongside them during the race wars. Patry recognized Zargarid as a devil on sight. This might mean the elves fought them, or had knowledge about them in the past. Last but not the least, the Witch Queen recognized Licht's swords, used by Esther, on sight. This could be because she and the witches fought alongside the elves during the race wars. I hope all the highlighted clues had you seeing this possibility in a new light. Let me know your thoughts about the theory in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe, and hit the notification bell. I am your host Sean, and this is goodbye.